Warriors coach Steve Kerr seemingly caught recruiting two-way vet. Steve Kerr celebrates during the Golden State Warriors' 2022 championship victory parade. Friday night's bout with the Chicago Bulls proved to be a particularly wild one for the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole got hyped up by Draymond Green of all people after dropping 30. The Dubs survived a big fourth-quarter push that was ignited by Czechoslovakia's 36-year-old Goran Dragic. Golden State was whistled for a whopping 8 traveling violations, and Steph Curry looked, well, like a regular dude out there. Of all the craziness that unfolded, though, the thing least likely to have been on fans' bingo cards before the game started was probably ESPN cameras appearing to catch Warriors coach Steve Kerr as he pitched Bulls guard Alex Caruso on a potential partnership. Now, there's probably no proving what actually came out of Kerr's mouth in the wake of the Dubs' 119-111 win. But lip-reading Twitter sleuths who examined tape of a post-game exchange between the two are convinced that the coach said, "I'd love to have you, man," as they both walked off the floor. Before we go all in on tampering accusations, though, it's worth noting that Kerr may have been pitching Caruso on something else entirely. Was Kerr selling the Warriors, Team USA, or? Kerr can't be blamed for all of the Caruso Warriors chatter that's happening right now. The Ringer's Bill Simmons pitched a deal bringing the baller to the Bay on his podcast just a few short days ago. And Caruso's all-around game does seem like a natural fit for a Dubs bench that's still trying to find its way. It's not hard to envision him filling the Peyton-esque role that Dante DiVincenzo is currently trying to get a handle on. Where Kerr's post-game interaction with the baller is concerned, though, it's worth remembering that the Warriors aren't the only team he coaches. Following Greg Popovich's exit from the program in 2021, the Warriors play caller was also named head coach of USA Basketball for the 2022-24 FIBA cycle. And Caruso's skill set and lunch pail mentality could be major assets in the international game where physicality, ball movement, and outside shooting are key ingredients in winning. It's a much juicier story if Kerr was full-on tampering, of course, but with Caruso locked into a deal with the Bulls through 2024-25, there wouldn't seem to be much point in it. The only way the 28-year-old is coming to the Bay anytime soon is if Chicago agrees to trade him there. Klay still being held out of B2BS. Earlier this season, Klay Thompson made no bones about the fact that he doesn't like sitting out, even in back-to-back situations. His extensive injury history notwithstanding, the 5-time All-Star made it clear that his preference is to play all the time. "It never sits right with me, but I also understand that we have a huge goal and that is winning a championship, so maybe it's not full throttle just yet," Thompson said in November via NBC Sports Bay Area. "But as the season wears on and I get in that peak physical shape, which I'm very close to, it would be nice to play in some of those." Whether that comes to pass at some point remains to be seen, but it's definitely not happening during Saturday's bout with the As reported by ESPN's Kendra Andrews, Thompson will be held out by the team once again. Thompson is averaging 17.5 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 2.4 assists through 19 appearances in 2022. Picks LeBron James over Star Warriors teammate. Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors and LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. It's been a weird season for the Golden State Warriors. They've turned things around after a slow start to the year, and now there are some different types of stories floating around. Instead of their subpar bench and Klay Thompson's struggles, Draymond Green made headlines for another reason. On a recent edition of the Throwing Bones podcast, Green was asked about his top 5 players in NBA history. He's placed his teammate, Stephen Curry, on the list, alongside LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal.